My plans are, I've just popped down quickly, these little Pattypan squash. I'm just picking my first ones and I've never grown these before. So I'm just going to show you what they look like. From what I've seen other people pick them when they're around this sort of size. So they're a really nice, a lot of people have said that they roast them and stuff them, kind of cut them in half, and I just think they look so cute. I didn't know they were this small, but it's actually a good thing because they grow quicker, they're riper quicker, they're easier to use, you're not going to have so much waste. Sometimes when you have something large, you've got to think about storing what you don't use. So this is the first one. There's a few little dead head things here, just going round. Yep, so just one of those. Can also spot some ripe tomatoes, so I'm going to pick these as well. Some of the larger tomatoes are not quite ready yet, but some of these little cherry ones are. There's a couple of others over here. Nothing better than homegrown tomatoes. This is one of my cucumber plants, well actually several. I'm not sure if this is due to, I don't think they've had too much water because I haven't really been overwatering them. Maybe it's lack of, I'm not sure. I've got a little cucumber here. Not going to pick that one yet because it's still rather small. I'm sure there was another one because there's some growing outside as well. I can see there's a couple here. So we've got this one. In fact, they seem to be growing better outside for some reason. And there's one there. So let's just harvest those. Which is very hard to do one-handed. As we go past, I can see there's a few sunflowers out. I'm going to surprise you. Can you see them? Unfortunately, one of the ones which got very, when I moved it out of the polytunnel, it's still struggling a bit, as you can see. I might just give it a little bit more plant food. It is strengthening though, and this was the other one from the polytunnel. Oh, look at it. How beautiful is this? It's only just opening. Beautiful burnt oranges and browns. And then we've got these ones. They're so sweet. You can see they've been very busy, and yet there's even more to pick again. But I think I might just leave them a few more days for some other ones to grow a bit bigger. What else have we got going on around here? So these are more of those Pattypan squash. I planted a couple in here just to fill this space up. This is where I had some onions and garlic in this tub. I've got some onions that I was given that I planted, and then these are leeks coming up, which I'm quite pleased with. What else do we have? Some small cucumber plants, which I've shown you the other day, but they are taking off now. And we've also got the little tiny tomatoes on here. This is where I planted some carrots the other day. They still seem okay. Obviously I need to give them another water because it's very dry now. And I planted a few more carrots down here, which I think they're okay too. I just want to have a look at the corn on the cob because it's been here a while now, and I'm thinking some of it might be ready to pick. So I might just have to test one. The leaves are going very dry and it's going brown, so I'd like to just try one. The one that looks the most ripe, I'll pick and peel it back and see what it looks like. Now, corn is ready when the leaves are brown and shriveled, and also when you open one of these, if the liquid is kind of milky, then it's ready. If it's really like clear, then it's too early. So the corn should have like a milky liquid inside. And to test one, it's better to test one lower down on the stalk, because the ones at the top don't always fill completely anyway, so you don't want to be like fooled by that. So I'm just going to pick one and then we'll take it out and have a look. So if you've never grown corn before, you basically just break it down and they pull out quite easily. So let's have a look at this. So I'm pulling it back, you can see it's very well formed. I've just, with the knife, just pushed in here and it's come out milky, which I'm guessing means that it's ripe and ready. So I might just pick a couple of these. I don't want to over pick them because I need to know that I'm going to use them up. So what I'm probably going to do is char them, maybe wrap them in some foil in the oven, and then rather than just eat them on the cob, I'd like to kind of scrape them off the cobs. So I saw a really nice recipe in my book today. We have like these little slithers of the sweet corn that are all like charred and delicious. So I'm just going to get a couple of those. One thing I haven't really shown you while I've been down here are what was under my netting down here. So these are different types of, well, I've got swede, I've got cauliflowers, cabbages, kohlrabi, red cabbages, and then behind me are the sprouts which got attacked by the caterpillars. But this is just some leafage I've taken off. I've just caught one caterpillar over here and I've pulled the leaf off. I'm actually thinking I might pick them out today anyway, so hopefully they won't get attacked anymore. You've got some different cabbages here. They're still pretty small at the moment. This is the only one that looks like an actual cabbage. I've got quite a few swede along here. As you can see they're doing very well actually. I tried swede last year and they all got eaten by slugs, but luckily this plot I haven't seen any slugs, touch wood. This is the Romanesco cauliflower. As you can just see the start of it in there. I did plant some normal like white cauliflowers, but I'm not sure if any of them have survived because these are swede, as you can see. They're starting to swell at the bottom there. Sorry, it's quite hard to see, isn't it? There we go. These are broccoli over here. So yeah, I haven't got too many. I'd like to do more next year. But I have got some good news. And this beautiful cactus that has little babies at the sides. And yesterday these were closed and they were just like little furry closed little tassel things. And in the space overnight, I mean, they don't even look real. Look at all this on here. Somebody told me if you take off a lot of the actual foliage and you kind of just leave where the flowers are, that you will get a lot of tomatoes. And I mean, look at that for a bunch of massive ones. It's the same over here. It's doing well over here as well. There's some yellow tomatoes and some money makers. What else have we got? Yeah, see there's like huge bunches of them here. The courgettes I've had a lot out of, but they're slowing down a little bit at the moment. They keep going a bit sort of yellowy and funny, so I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm still getting them actually. I say there's only a few, but I keep finding this happening. But there's like 3 or 4 on that one, so they're doing all right. That one's gone a bit of a funny colour. Won't put them in the compost heap. These, you're gonna love these. So I've got 3 aubergine plants, and this is how small they are. I've got an aubergine on that one. That one hasn't produced any yet, but I can see flowers coming. This is the biggest plant, but I mean it's still very small. And I have an aubergine on it too. I've never grown aubergines, and I'm not sure what happened, why these plants are so small. Maybe they got transplanted too many times. But I've got a few more flowers there. I'm not expecting them to have masses of aubergines on them because they're just so tiny, but I'd love to see just how big they get, really. I finally actually had some success with some chili plants. Last year they just, maybe it wasn't hot enough, but outside, on my other plot that I had, they were so small they didn't really do anything. But these are actually producing chilies. There's some on this one as well. This one's just starting to get them. So I've got 5 chili plants, 6 chili plants, and then I've got a few pointy peppers, which I've just grown from some organic ones that I once bought, and I kept the seeds. They're not massive, but I'm just waiting to see if they're going to change colour, because there's quite a few, and there's one on that plant there. But obviously they're supposed to be different colours, so I've just got to see if they ripen up. But I've got those 2 big plants, and that smaller one there hasn't really done a lot yet, but it's still time. It's one that one of my neighbours on the plot gave to me, and it had some little green bell peppers on it. But since then it hasn't, just hasn't produced any more flowers. So I might, it's all a bit of an experiment sometimes, and just try different things and see if it helps. Well, thank you for joining me today, watching my video of how things are going on the plot. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you like what you see, please give me a little like and a subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.